Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the Fireside Chat Boys, and we're back again. So, can I get a yeah, fellas?
One more game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have it perfect.
Yeah.
And with the kids in the gym.
And boom goes the
Yeah.
dynamite.
We're got so right now we're gonna have Willie lead us into the topic tonight. The topic tonight will be fashion trends. Are they good for America's youth or detrimental to society as a whole? Willie, what's your thoughts?
The whole thing about fashion trends and overpriced and consumerist culture and all type of shit and all type of stuff like that. I feel like it's escalated like 10 times since we've been in I said like middle school, high school. I don't know if that's because I've got older, but it seems like it's kind of like dumb now because I don't know. I don't know if the newspaper route and like summertime job is paying for $500 Yeezys for kids to wear in leisure to bum up, but like nigga, there's no way. And I really love this shit and to fuck with it. I'm like, yo, this doesn't make any damn sense because like if I had 11-year-old right now and he wanted some Yeezys or some like Jordan Unions or something like that or Supreme or whatever, and this shit costs maybe the inflation rate is like over 200% what the shit first was. I'm like, for what? Then it's like we only wear shit because either celebrities wear it or I don't know. Whoever powers that be make it hot.
Yeah.
But back when we was young, Anthony Davis fucked up the game for America. But but like when we were young, we can get some Chuck Taylors when Wiz was high for like $50, or we can get some Jordans for about $150. Phones was like the top but it's not shit now. Wiz don't wear that shit. He wear that shit, but it's not like he wasn't Wiz Khalifa. Like niggas was dying their hair.
My turn, but continue.
Bruh, niggas was dyeing their hair at a phenomenal rate. The left side of niggas' hair was blonde out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, like what the fuck? People had camo shorts in abundance. All that, I don't know how much hair dye costs, but camo shorts was like $30 at the most. People sold camo
hair dye probably between 30 to 50 probably as well.
30 to 50. They had camo pants, and you can wear that. You can wear that with your Converse or with your Jordans. And neither one of the shoes are expensive. They're not over $200. $200 is probably phone posits, and that's like the top of the top for spending. Unless you get some super rare shit, but everyone's not in the know to give a fuck about you having that on. So it's really a love of you having to get it. And some people shot that Patasco flea market, and that's a popular flea market in Baltimore. So, they sell a lot of fake shit in the haggle, but you can get some gems in there every now and then, like Ed Hardy and stuff. But all the shit wasn't that expensive, and it wasn't like necessarily that necessary. Like it didn't really build. It had you to express yourself, but it wasn't like I don't know how to say it. Like you wasn't.
So
that's not your whole.
In the know, like you know a whole lot of stuff.
Do you think like mainly people just get it like even if it's just like for appearance sake, they'll be like, oh shit, this looks pretty cool. I'm hot because I'm like some bullshit like that.
I think you should get what you like. I think you should get what you like. If you got money, spend it. But like,
yeah, that's true.
Like if you getting it just to like fall in line, and it shit. If you getting to fall in line, that's cool. But if you get it to fall in line, and that shit is like $500 Gucci T-shirt that you're gonna beat the fuck out of it, because you
don't get me wrong. I agree with you to the extent of get what you want and I guess what you like and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't take you too far in middle to high school because truth be told, yeah, you're right. At our age now, yeah, you're right. We're gonna wear what we want, what we like, because we no longer care about the other person's opinion, right? But in high school, you are massacred based off what the way all thinks about you. I mean, so in my opinion,
like you said, massacred.
Yeah, in high school, I was massacred. Like you get murdered.
Listen, if anybody went to a public school in the DMV knows. Like,
you gotta be Lizzie all the time.
When I was in middle school, like 7-year-old,
Nigga.
That's in my opinion. When I noticed that like North Face and like Black Label at that time was kind of popular, right?
Yeah.
Now I like Black Label, but I ain't really fuck with
How
North
about
Face.
Black
You
Label?
feel me? Nothing
Yeah,
about
yeah.
North Face to me seemed like, oh, that's really fresh. I gotta have it. I was smart enough to see that every dude that was being popular, every girl was talking to him. Oh, he got either a
Right.
North Face jacket, a
Or
North Face
fucking
hoodie,
nah.
North
Or
Face
you
glove.
got one
So
more. The Helly
yeah,
Hansons.
The
they
Haley
were like in the
Hansen.
Helly Hansen.
Yes.
So I'm like, yeah, it's expensive. I don't think there's anything cool about it, but I do definitely see that it's getting me something that I don't have right now. Let me try to do that.
It's
Every
giving
time
you
it's time off, hey, can I
It,
get me one of those North Face? Okay, so that's two,
right.
300.
yeah. It's getting you that. It's getting you that like level of that level of popularity
Status.
because you got like quote unquote designer
Status.
shit. Like status.
You got
Basically,
money.
like for
It's something
example,
you
there's some people I don't remember. Like I only remember wearing like either 2-3 brands. Like I knew one dude who only wore Hugo Boss. I knew another dude who only wore Polo, and then I knew another guy who wore like what was that joint called? Lacoste, I think. Isn't that the one with the crocodile?
Funny.
Yeah, that and
Yeah.
Saviano.
Yeah,
Process
Sabiano.
Saviano for
The
the
main
hood.
thing
The
about
hood
this,
nigga
most of those people who wore those clothes, I thought they only had like 4 or 5 pairs of those clothes. They always wear those clothes like
Yeah,
every once a week.
that's exactly what I thought. I always thought that too.
Most likely they did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you spend all your money on that shit, like, dude.
it helps you climb up the social ladder
Yeah.
almost.
Oh,
You
wow,
get
so
more
you
high
get
up.
Yeah, I was already
Yeah, you
high
get
up on the
robbed.
social
Like it's not.
ladder.
It wasn't sweet. Like nigga, you may get robbed if you too flashy.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause a lot of people got robbed blind, like a motherfucker. I know hella people. I know a couple people got robbed.
I knew
Oh,
someone who had
tragic.
who went to gym. This was like when I was in middle school. They had like this nice polo and like I can't remember what Jordans they had, but I remember we went to the we went out to the field after changing uniforms, and the dude left his locker unlocked. And then when we came back, his clothes were on a pile on the floor, and then he walked over and picked it up, and he was like, "Hey, bro, someone fucking pissed on my clothes." And I started like, I was like, what? I was like, oh,
That's how
Salt in the room.
yeah,
everybody in that bitch got died.
yeah,
I shouldn't say that at the times now, but like
yeah.
nigga.
Yeah, I would have been mad too, but like I said, I mingled my way to the top of the social ladder in high school.
But it's like I get like back then it's your like whole identity, all this bull. I never thought like that. I really just
everyone always thinks about that retrospectively. Like in the when you were there, you never really think about it.
But even then, I never wore fucking hella like Helly Hansen and Saviano and like Lacoste. If anything niggas is wearing, I'm not about to. I know I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it. So keeping up with the Joneses, that's a fucking expense. Like I couldn't afford that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck these.
That's how I just bought whatever I could and made it work.
I never casually walked around with a ski mask and a Hugo Boss polo in my life. I'm not doing that shit. But it's like, but now it's like niggas like,
oh my god,
Gucci and whatever Shock Lizzie wears is like this shit now, and that Canadian Goose is a 2 times expensive as no.
I remember when that shit started becoming a thing, Canadian Goose. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's a stupid ass name. I thought it was kind of like, what was that bass bait shop shit that stuff with fishes?
It's basically the same shit.
Yeah.
Except it became fashion because like Rihanna and shit wear it.
Oh lord.
It all depends on where. Like Rihanna, it's a couple. They had like a vitamin collab. Yeah. That's like a super Italian brand. Yeah. But it's like these collabs are. These shits are like 5 car payments. Yes. Like this is like $2,500, $3,000. Like nigga, of a skinny 14-year-old, 13-year-old wearing this shit, they either gonna beat it up or they gonna get it robbed. Yeah. Or they gonna spend their whole saving for the one jacket. I get it, but it's like
a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, their parents are well in fucking Georgetown. Them kids buying that shit like crazy.
Yes.
All them white kids, nigga, that's niggas.
Willie got perspective about Georgetown. He used to work out there in a sneaker store, just so you guys know.
I still guarantee you ain't that money though.
Nah, but them niggas, they buy shit I wouldn't buy now. It's just like what the fuck? But it's like it's like almost like cleaning your room. Like when you were young, it was like a task, but like now keeping shit tidy is just like it gives you less of a headache. You know where everything is. But when you're young, it's the same thing. Like getting your shoes and clothes dirty. You don't want to look around dusty as fuck. After a certain age, it's gonna be. After a certain age, it's gonna look like that's gonna be you. You a dirty motherfucker. But you just don't want that on you. When you a kid, you're going to beat the fuck out of it. You're going to ruin your clothes and shoes, and you're going to grow out of it in the summertime. The fact that you're spending $2,000 on it is crazy to me. It's just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, this shit is too much now. It's like because back then it wasn't designer. Like all this shit we talking about is not really designer. It's just popular brands like Lacoste.
Oh yeah,
Lacoste Polo.
Overbuy.
Yeah, Lacoste Polo. That shit not designer.
Yeah,
Gucci and Louis. Anything in LVMH, that shit is in designer. Gucci, Saint Laurent, all that shit. Kids is wearing Saint Laurent and Rick Owens and Raf Simons. The shit A$AP Rocky wear. Yeah. Like now. Like that's the shit now. I'm like, yo, how did we even get here? Like, this shit is like, what the fuck? Like,
no, I know how we got here. Have y'all seen that episode of Key and Peele? Y'all used to watch the Key and Peele show?
Yeah,
a little bit.
It was a skit where basically both Key and Peele was walking on the street and basically one of them had half a snapback, right? He was like, oh yeah, my snapback real fresh. I got a little tag on it still. And dude like, oh, for real? But you fresh? Like 2 minutes later, he came back. He had his hat in the box store or some stuff. They started going back and forth, trying to have this stuff more cleaner and more fresh than the other. That's basically what it is. So basically, each time you try to show someone up.
Yeah.
So like you said,
I remember they did that on shows that like,
Gucci.
Like, I remember they did shit like that on, like, I'm not saying they did it on this show in particular, but like shows like iCarly, like those Nickelodeon, like, tween sitcoms where like someone would come in one day with like something cool, and then the next day someone would try to one up them, but like, oh man, you got them nice kick, and then they keep going, and then the lesson at the end of the day was, yo, you don't have to do anything to impress me, you just have to be yourself. Some bullshit like that. And it's like,
like people in real life don't tell you that. They definitely tell you ain't doing shit if you ain't
like Bobby Hill. Oh, shout outs to Bobby Hill off the episode of King of the Hill where he was trying to impress that 13-year-old girl.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say in his quote, "Get your hands off my purse."
I'm not talking about that quote. I'm talking about, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's just like, it's like, oh no, it's just like so drawn out. Cause it's like, I don't know, cause I feel like after we graduated, that's when it started getting crazy with the vape and all that, and like, I had like vape shoes and shit when I was like young, but I like them shits was Patasco. I can say that shit now. I would have said that shit then. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, nigga, them shits was probably fake.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed about shoes. I'm still not. It was just.
But it's just like. But it's like niggas who not into it. Well, they got money. If you just want it, fuck it, get it. Like, it's whatever. But it's like. The whole following the crowd shit is just weird. I was like, bro, like, after like, I don't see none of those people now, and that's why I was thinking. I was like, damn, I really don't see any of those. Motherfuckers were like, well, you won't see these niggas in 10 years. 10 years, you gonna be caring about them? I was like, man, that's some more bullshit. I was like, damn, I really don't see any of these people.
Yeah. It was like the same thing. Like
I do, but I just saw one of those people from our school 2 days ago.
They're not gonna remember. They're not gonna remember some shit unless it's some wild shit happen. They're not gonna remember how you dress unless you like shit on. Unless you just shit on yourself. That's the only thing they're gonna remember. They're not gonna remember like, oh, this nigga had fucking grass stains on his jeans every day or something. Like, nigga.
That's like Charles.
Not that you should.
That's like a Charles Moses.
Damn, this nigga still ain't dressed. It's 2022. 2021. What's wrong with this dude?
It's like you don't need shit to know how to dress. You just have to know how it fit.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
all you gotta do is fit.
If y'all live in a city for or visit the city, y'all see dumbasses wear like the stupidest fucking shit and have the weirdest fucking hairstyle possible. And it's basically how they carry themselves and shit. Like in my mind, I could be like,
how
this
you carry
motherfucker.
yourself?
I'm like in my mind, I'm like, this motherfucker looks like Bozo the fucking clown on like cocaine. And I'm like, I'll be like, okay, I'm nice with the person and stuff, but like, it'll be like, why the fuck, like. This is high fashion? No, this is like individuality that's like morphed into some mutated version of fashion.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It complements each other.
Yeah.
It was I agree. It was some dude wearing the most dumbest thing, sounding most retarded, but the way he carried himself, my bad, it's raw word. Sounding mentally challenged. I apologize.
You can't offend anyone here.
Basically, the way it'll come out is no matter what he do, he'll have females falling all over him. So all interested. Why? Even though he's disrespectful, he doesn't sound as smart as he could be. He's confident. He know what he wants. He tell them straight up. God, he sound disrespectful on that.
He's unapologetic with himself.
Yeah, but let someone else do that, you gonna get slapped in your face. So I'm trying to they just be choosing. So sometimes they just be choosing. I don't really know sometimes.
Yeah, let them choose.
We don't be choosing.
He's just as confident. He's confused.
There's a lot of hurdles. There's a lot of hurdles and mutations you do for bitches.
Yes, it is. The evolution of that.
He sounded like my uncle after he just had 2 fucking beers and said that same shit. Like, yes it is.
Oh shit! But yeah, like if you have like a hoodie and probably some jeans and like I don't know some. Well, back when we was young, DTLR used to have like shit on sale for like $50 and below.
Yeah, like oh god.
But like they don't even have that shit anymore. Niggas not going. People go on DTLR.
People still go to DTLR, but DTLR is basically if DTLR like if you guys don't know what DTLR is, it's short for downtown locker room. I prefer to call it downtown locker room.
Really?
It irritates.
First time I heard that.
One of the pillars of the black community.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part.
But it is like, yo, whatever niggas wear, all right, say we like internet phenoms or whatever, just from doing our shit, right? And we all start wearing fucking
pink dolphin and truck fit.
No,
wearing and clown nose.
Nah, it's like if we all wear. Like if we all start wearing Perry's, like if we all start wearing boat shoes, right?
Yeah.
We all start wearing boat shoes. We got enough of an influence. We got enough of an influence to have like different colors and shit look cool. So we wear it in fucking Gunner or somebody, or fucking I don't know, Gunner or Drake or some shit wears it, right? The boat shoes are still $50. The boat shoes are $50. Nigga, if us as influencers wear it and then Drake or whoever wear it. Niggas is gonna throw away the designer and start buying boat shoes because it's dictated by us. We them niggas. We niggas. And then, but it's not even price gonna go up. It's just like nigga, you can just buy this instead of whatever the fuck $800 that your mom can afford anyway. And you can get like 3. Just like, and then it's like we kind of dictate all this shit. So how can you like follow trends if we already dictating it? Unless like you ever seen them influencers on YouTube? Like when them niggas used to like wear fucking them dressed up ass fits with them glasses with them fluke ass Chelsea boots.
Yeah.
Like all those fashion niggas. Those niggas are terrible dressers to me. I'm like, how the fuck are they like fashion influencers? Niggas can't dress. But it's just like what the fuck are they dictating? They just following whatever the fuck.
They just doing reviews off clothes and shit. I mean, I feel you. They putting together ways wearing it themselves. They just wearing it. I thought they doing it for laughs almost. That
they
cost $500. I got it though. For you,
they dead the fuck serious. They dead ass serious. Like I know those niggas. They dead serious. But I'm like, but they just following whatever certain powers that be dictated. I'm like, bro, if we like black people, if niggas wear some shit, it's gonna be cool to the masses regardless. So how the fuck? Why can't we dictate what we want to wear at like what we do anyway? It's like when you say if your man had a brand, a nigga wouldn't even pay for your man's brand $50, but he bought like $300 hoodie or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, bro,
I
if we all fuck with our man's brands, and that shit would be cool, and we just blow that nigga up, and then we already got stock. We already got stock in the whole plan. So like, why are we even fucking lining up, jumping over hurdles just to buy some bullshit that motherfuckers don't even care?
I got something to side. I got something to add to this. So like, I don't know if this happened to you on one of your shifts, but like at work, right. I had like these people come in. They're from this brand that's like based out of New York or some shit. I don't know why they come in every other month, but then I forgot they were called Rhino and Company or some bullshit like that. But they had like the little gift baggies, full of like they said, oh yeah, we got an Instagram page and like clothing. We sell bars of soap and perfume and all this other shit. Like selling one of those gift bags, they'd be like, oh, it's usually like a $60 value, but I could give it to you for $20. I'm like, I ain't got money for that, and I'm at work. So I go on their Instagram page out of a morbid sense of curiosity. I'm like, I wonder what they got on here. So I go on their page, and I see like a beanie. Just mind you, it's a basic beanie from a company I've never heard before, and they're charging like $65 fucking for it. And I was like, no. And then like these other watches that they were definitely made in China in a sweatshop, they were trying to charge like nearly $100 fucking for it. I'm like, who the fuck? Like, I understand you're trying to start a designer brand, but if you already don't really have a name for yourself and you're just coming up expensive shit for the sake of having expensive shit, like, oh, your shit costs X amount of dollars, so that must mean it's like good or something. I'm like, no, they just inflated the price by like 2,000% and shit.
Yeah, like, but it's just like, for them, I think they manufactured so much shit, and then they had to actually cover their ass with high ass prices. Yeah, but they come out. I don't know why they probably got such a wide range of like watches and beanies and soap. I don't know what the fuck. It's not even
that. Their page was even that long. It was like basic shirt, basic polo, like a bomber jacket, I think, if that was it.
That's a wide.
That's a wide. They only had like 20 or 30 items in their first shop, and they all had like expensive shit, probably gold or platinum or some shit. That's a wide range of shit. They had like a Netflix one like that before. They had like 20 or 30 items. I had all platinum, but they were expensive as fuck. They offered like modifications like that. You put your name on engraving.
Fake ass jewelry stores that are like based out of phone shops if they want that bullshit for like $30.
I don't mean support your man brand like that. A local business is fuck that. Like if the shit is good and it's like if you see yourself in it or you see you wearing it, do it. I'm not doing this shit out of pity because like nigga, all my local clubs. If I don't have no money to fill up. If I don't have no money to fill up my tank, and they gonna give me $20 so I can get where I gotta go out of pity? No. So why the fuck would I invest into this shit? Like nigga, get the fuck out of here. Like it say no. Nah, because we all I was like, nigga, is it useful to me? I will buy it. If it's not, what the fuck am I doing? It's like that. It's like, what's the need for it? And it's just like that seemed like too much wide range of shit. If this shit costs $60, you selling me for $20, no, bro. Why the shit? You don't know me, bitch. Why the fuck is it so cheap out of nowhere?
It's one of those. It's like one of those business techniques where it's like in the same vein of starting high and then selling low. Like you see those infomercials where it'd be like, this product costs regular price is $120, but if you buy it now within the next 30 minutes, you could get it for $30. Like that type of shit.
I don't know what consumer commercial that, but I don't trust niggas like that. For somebody to think they're gonna size me with some shit, like fuck out of here, nigga.
Psychology. It's basically telling you, making you feel like you'll get. It's basically trying to make you feel like you get a deal. They make you feel special.
Yeah. No, I know the scheme, but it's like,
I mean, that's what the purpose is.
You don't know, but like to me personally, you don't know me enough to fucking give me a deal.
Yeah,
what you might need.
Even when we do a GMC, even if we do a GMC, I just say that shit just to get out of the fucking way. It's like, all right, the price is $40. I'll give it to you for like 15 or whatever the fuck. I do it too. I understand, but that's how motherfuckers who cheap want to do it. But there's some shit like I'm going to like for me. Hell no, bitch. Like, what, nigga? I want to pay the $40.
Yeah.
He said, no. Like the fuck, like That sound to me. It sounds like you selling me some expired bread at a discount price or some shit.
Or some illegal property.
And I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
shit,
so wait. So Willie, when you were working at I don't think it matters now, but when you were working at fucking Majors at Georgetown, what about like you remember when all the people asked you for deals out there for like their high fashion kicks? I think we should hear about Georgetown because like, that's like a cool.
It's the same. It's the same thing at GNC. Niggas don't even know people like, man, can I get a deal on it? Can I get a 20? So they throw deals like I can do it without tax if you pay cash. I can take the tax off when you don't do cash, but it's literally like, nigga, that's common sense. There's no fucking payroll behind. I mean, there's no fucking trail behind it if it's fucking cash. So you don't have to put tax on it. If you take off the tax, it's just like, why the fuck is he discounting shit? It's gonna look crazy. But niggas come in and ask for deals off bucks, and then StockX is fucking shit up so crazy. Cause back when I was talking about people going to stores and shit, and they find some shoes for like whatever the fuck price. It was back then, like when we graduated, there was no like kind of metric of seeing you getting cheated or not. So they see it as a metric now. So niggas gonna have to fucking cheat you now. So it's like $200 shoes on the shelf. You get it right now. But nah, they got it for about $175 on StockX. Bitch, go to StockX then. But
you gotta try price match all that stupid shit.
But they don't realize StockX charges I think
like auction fee or like the little like middleman fee.
They charge in the middleman fee. They charge an authentication fee to see if it's fake or not. They charge in tax and shipping. That's 3 different liabilities. That's fucking gonna be $80 more than the $75 you're getting it for. These niggas will buy that shit anyway. Only thing from them, they paying over the price. They paying over. It's basically like a car salesman, but you can't see the fucking car. They literally just saying this shit. But when they see me, though, they want to see how I look, what they fit on. Damn, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go to such and such store, get a shirt, and I'm gonna hold it beside it. Make sure I want to get it. I'm gonna ask all my friends. I'm gonna ask my girl. I'm gonna look in the mirror. I'm gonna look on Instagram. I'm gonna look on Instagram. I'm gonna try it on. I'm gonna smell the shoe. I'm gonna rub it against my face. I'm like, bitch, don't buy the shoe. If you gotta do all that,
about it.
If it's that much thought you have to put into it, you do not need it.
Like,
leave it alone.
Didn't you say there was like this one guy who was like debating on buying a shoe depending on how his girl felt about it at that moment?
That's literally one. That's like 7 out of 8 people gonna do that shit. They come in with a girl. Like that's literally every nigga do that shit. Was like, nah, babe, I don't like it. Or she was like, she don't got opinion on it. She not wearing she wearing fucking sandals.
Yeah.
She go with you already, bro. What the fuck, like nigga?
She wearing puffy flip flops.
Like nigga, what
you ain't had swag when you bag her? Why you need it now?
Yeah, like what she gonna care now because you got some Jordan 1s? Bitch, who gives a fuck? That
you said you ain't see what's wrong with the case.
There's 7 other niggas on this block got the same shoes. So you mean to tell me because you don't like you more, she's not gonna like these niggas too? What the fuck, like, bruh? Who gives a like? It's your foot. You fucking like. What do you mean? And they don't even have an opinion unless they into like being fly or whatever. But a lot of times they just want to have some comfortable shit on to walk around this big ass shopping district. But it's be like, yeah, it's the colors. That's it. If it's a gray and black shoe, it's like, what? They look all right. Of course, you're gonna say that's not appealing to her. Like, what the fuck, like, nigga? They don't want to wear this shit. If it's some shit she will wear, it look nice. That don't mean, but that means they gonna have to buy bitch shoes. That's why you niggas got Easter basket pastel colorways and shit for no fucking reason. And they don't know what they're doing with it. So they got the fucking Easter basket shoes with the fucking pastel teal shirt and fucking jeans. And the shirt too small, niggas look ridiculous, but they girl happy.
I forgot what shoe is. Or a little joints with a fucking teddy bear on that bitch. That shit's funny as shit.
Yeah. Niggas come back. But I'm glad they had like no returns. But niggas come back was like, nah, I went to the club. I ain't really like how I look. Or I took a picture. I ain't like how I look. Or too small, whatever.
Like you should have saw that before you even left. Like,
and we can say, and I like that because we can say, get the fuck out of here. Like, nigga, we not fucking doing that shit.
Say that word for word.
In other words, I can't say get the fuck. We go like, no.
I would walk there. I would quit my job.
they will for sure cuss you out. Like not the customer, but I heard them tell somebody get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like fuck no. Like that's something I appreciate. You can say cuss words to them. I was there's a lot of time when the dumbass customers out. And people, and it's like super know it all as Omar, when like niggas who've been in the gym since the 80s or whatever, they know every fucking thing, but they ask you questions.
Yeah.
It's literally that, but with closed. But you could tell these niggas are unsure. If they were sure, they wouldn't ask you shit.
Yeah.
Like, I have no reason to ask someone in the store nothing except inventory. Like, I don't give a, like, what the fuck else are we talking about?
Yeah. I mean, speaking of people asking you questions, I can actually add something too. Have you ever felt awkward when you had like we in a grocery store or some shit? Not a grocery store, like a shopping store. I don't know what you call that. Maybe like Walmart or Sears, wherever you can buy clothes at or some shit, right?
Yeah.
You ever had like a situation where like a mother or somebody walks up to you, but like, oh, I'm trying to buy my daughter or my son or my nephew or something, and which one of these clothes do you think look better? Do you ever feel awkward in that kind of situation? I was thinking to myself, my opinion won't mean shit for your child because one, I don't know who the child is.
Close for
Two, I don't know what the child like. In my opinion, your child hate. You feel me? Like,
well, acting for their daughter though.
Yeah.
But, no, exactly. They'll ask you like, hey, I'm trying to buy a necklace for my daughter. Is this something you buy for your wife or your girlfriend? Yeah, shit like that. Yeah.
They ask me a lot. They ask me that shit a lot. Like a lot. I just say like.
Oh, you were saying you get that from them. I thought you said you don't. My bad.
No, I do. I mean, I know, but like nine times out of 10, they probably fucking hype beasts or skateboarders or whatever. I know how different markets will act, so it's not too peculiar to me. If it's some shit that I have no idea about, then I'd be like, what? Like if it was like if I was in a fucking I don't know, a motorcycle shop or some shit like that. And then somebody asked me, "Hey, you think I should get my son the Harley for his first?" But I was like, "Nigga, I don't know. I would like a Harley."
Nigga, I don't go in the store. They talking about it at like, nigga, you think I'm gonna say anything besides you can buy that shit? Like, you feel me? It's my job to make sure.
Maybe times like I don't even want to try to con somebody into buying shit or lie to him because I don't want to have to deal with this nigga again.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I know.
I was at Walmart. I ain't conning nobody this shit. More like if you want to buy this shit or you not. You feel me? I had a customer complain about a container not having a top on it. But when he grabbed it was a tote. But when he got the tote from the plate from the storage or the aisle, whatever, right? Yeah. He grabbed it and knew it was no top when he grabbed it, but when he got to me up front, he asked if I get a discount. No.
Oh, that's low, Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, you never get a discount for you knowing you didn't have a piece before you walked up here, my nigga.
I'm glad I wasn't a cashier at Lowe's because when people try to buy lumber or anything that got to do with household appliances, but like they try to discount every fucking thing. Yeah. But the difference between these orders is like fucking $900, $1,200 and shit. So I mean, it's like,
yeah. But did they ever do that at Majors?
Yeah,
yeah. Like,
it'd be like people from China come in and they were like, "Oh, do you have Jordan 1?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, right over here." How much is it? It's just like 200. Nah, these motherfuckers are really from China.
No, I'm just saying.
They're really from China.
I know. I'm just saying you can't mock them. I'm just kidding. No one gives a fuck.
Nigga, they gonna mock me. They listen to fucking DMX. The fuck?
William said I ain't calling shit.
Like the fuck, nigga? They'll mock me. If motherfuckers see me like, yo, if motherfuckers see me with like, yo, what's up, son? That's how Americans talk, right? Like, nigga, they mocking me. Yeah, so like,
we walk in the store or something.
It's hilarious.
I got love for those niggas. I fuck with them. Charles? It's not the market is not out of hate. I fuck with them.
We all love them. We love Asians out here. Hashtag I just read 4 mangas in a.
When I go out there, show me love.
I said Asians. Not
Asian.
See, look, that's racist. That's racist. I go out there, show me love. Saw love on the outside. But yeah, they got their own fucking sites that I never seen before. They be selling hella fake shit. Like all this made from China fake shit is real. So they be saying fake shit. It's like
I'm going
32. Yeah, but they be showing me like Wish price is like fucking $17, but I don't know how much fucking 32 yen is. Either way, I was like,
I've bought
3,200 yen.
AirPod. I bought a fake AirPod in the picture advertised 2 AirPods. I got that joint with one fucking ear in that bitch.
You talking about for
I
the
can't
fucking
believe-
Wish site?
Yeah.
Never
I can't
buy
believe
tech
you-
from that shit.
I can't believe people buy.
I buy a lot of tech from that. Most of this shit actually work.
Do you buy
But
any
that
like
way-
sexual stuff?
Yeah.
What? I wouldn't have people be buying sex toys from that shit. That's just such dangerous as fuck. They probably use fucking like airplane glue. Or something. And they fucking like you fucking put that shit inside you, bro.
Yeah, it's like
I don't think I'll buy anything that go inside.
Yeah, like bro, it's a
quotes from Philip.
I'd be buying shit from motherfucking questionable sources. It's a sex toy, nigga. That's the fuck.
I fucking just
I feel
love
like-
going. No, I love going on there and just reading like looking at the product description or the reviews, because the product description will be in like the most random ass broken English imaginable, and then the reviews will be like Katie from Australia. I bought this for my husband. It's good, and then it shows like a random picture of it. I'm like, what the fuck? And then every review has like a shit ton of dislikes for no fucking reason.
I had him
Or a
on
lot of likes. I would recommend.
I did buying 10 sex toys. Like,
That's what they
Like-
need.
but like, nigga, I don't know if this shit will fucking hurt you or not.
Yeah.
Like,
You said it gonna hurt me more than that rejection from that last girl I asked out.
nah, nigga. If some give you, if you had a chemical reaction to whatever kind of fucking material you
Like,
use, that
son,
shit,
you're
that shit.
allergic to like
It
plastic
would
or
be
latex or
almost like
something.
an STD.
Yeah, that shit can burn you from the inside. Bro.
Yeah,
I don't want
I'm funny.
I don't want to get too graphic.
This is Fireside. You can get graphic
Give you
too.
let's just
Don't
say,
get
let's
too
just say,
graphic. You make
let's just say, it can give you the bad case of the scrotes.
That is more graphic than anything I was gonna say.
I don't know what you meant, but it's kind of disturbing. I don't know what you meant, but yeah, it's kind of disturbing as fuck.
If you get my drift,
Yeah.
never went platinum. If you get my drift.
I don't think anyone want to catch that drift.
But yeah, motherfuckers never grow out of that shit. Keep it on, Josh. I knew when I said that shit, I was way off top. I was like, "Fuck, I'm saying that."
So what?
That's another episode. That's another episode.
I want to talk to like one of these people who got rich off sex toys. 'Cause I want to see what the boardrooms is like.
That'll be next episode.
I can't. Can you imagine? Like, is it like work, is it like workplace harassment for that shit? 'Cause you
Let's hold this off to the next episode. That's a topic and a half right there.
I have to know. I gotta do some research.
So,
I just want to know how they slideshows will go to present new products.
I can make a template.
It's a big old dick right here.
The fuck is that nigga
Jimmy
from
Kimmel
Brooklyn? Why would he say
Kimmel
that?
Jimmy Fallon is one of our sponsors. What?
you got cash for one our famous celebrity who won't tell you which one is a surprise. Going for 1,000, 5,000.
Man,
Anyway,
I see modes of porn stars and celebrities fucking uterine walls. And
We'll
dicks and
pick
shit.
this up next time because like this is too raunchy right now. We're gonna need some more input on that. But
Good
like,
opinion.
what do y'all think about like, you know, because we touched on this earlier about like celebrities having like an overwhelming influence on fashion, because they're basically it goes from them being generic people to then all of a sudden they get a record deal and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and then they start wearing like random designer shit because it's random designer shit.
I'm reading this book called Tanning of America, right? And they basically talk about how black people
of
like
America.
Yeah, it's by Steve Stout.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Elijah Muhammad.
It might as well be Elijah. Elijah Muhammad was. I can't say nothing bad about Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah.
I can't even say a joke about Elijah Muhammad. They'll be on your ass for real.
Yeah.
But shout out Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, no.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
but anyway, I wasn't gonna say nothing bad anyway. But anyway, it's kind of seemed like a marketing book almost about like hip hop and like black culture and shit, right? And they're basically saying like they start like from the 80s when Run DMC. Well, before that, Adidas was like tanking like shit. Like it's not Adidas how we know now. It's basically for track runners, and the shit was falling off tremendously. And this when Jordan. This was like around the same time Jordan came out, so Nike taking the fuck over, as far as culture. Period. So Run DMC had a show in Boston or some shit. I can't remember. So they got a song called My Adidas, and part of the show was hold up your Adidas. Hold up your Adidas for 5 minutes. Hold them up, Adidas. Like they holding up fucking lighters or phone or some shit, right? Whole crowd got Adidas. These are the coolest niggas on the planet because they're like one of the earliest rappers. So, they held Adidas.
Dance and shit too, right? I had one of the main crews for when they were breakdancing and shit.
Yeah.
This is like 85, 84. Like Adidas is tanking. Like this shit is just
it wasn't
about to be out of here.
It wasn't the thing.
The Haymaker is about to knock them the fuck out. Take it that way. But they got saved. But anyway, so the beat dropped. Adidas. I don't know the rest of the song, but it was a monumental movement and shit. It was a monumental song and shit, right? So after that, Adidas became the forefront of everything cool because like niggas was wearing Adidas tracksuits anyway. For leisure.
Like how they dance down and skating and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Just being fly.
But then they wore like gangsters were doing that.
But that was before them.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
That's the funny before part. The Gopnik niggas.
Yeah,
like the Gopnik niggas was not keeping them alive back then.
Yeah, shout out to the Gopniks though.
That's what fucked me up when I found that shit out. Yeah. It's like a little bit after because like they say hip hop started to spread globally because they started going on like more world tours because there was the guy in New York at this point. So they're going on world tours. They see how cool these niggas look, and besides them being rappers, they regular niggas. They basically represent a neighborhood. They don't have a wardrobe. These like regular niggas. These like regular black niggas.
I think you're making it seem too slight. I mean, in my opinion, not to make it sound too religious, but I mean, it's more like people worship, basically. We have people in general have a history of, for whatever reason, emulating or making someone else appear to be more godly or more.
Yes, they're making it divine. It's too divine.
You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be better than animals and partake. It's always somebody who thinks someone might be cooler than them.
Or more that's like Peter Popoff.
But that's I don't know Peter Popoff is, but I think that's more. Still. I'm just saying, so in general, what's that part all along with what they're doing? Because whatever they do, you can't go wrong. Just like it was Kanye West for a very long time until this happened.
But it's not even.
R. Kelly.
But this is like
accused of basically molesting kids or whatever, and people still behind him because he was a black man being being prejudiced, being attacked by white people. Forget about the fact that it was a crime he really committed. They were just saying, oh, they're trying to bring down a well-known black person. That's what they focused on. You feel me? It's kind of like because they already put on that pedestal, they were going to allow him to drop because they worship him, regardless of what he did.
That's the same shit like OJ.
It's stupid.
That's the same shit like OJ when they talking about they trying to get down a black. But I think I think they did that because like niggas got done dirty so many times. At this point, if anybody get done dirty, like nah, we can't go for that shit again. This is like one of our heroes or whatever the case may be. But this is like
Freeman said, though. I agree, but let the injustice be an actual wrong. Like Nelson Mandela was jailed too. But Nelson Mandela was wrong. Was actually wrong. He did something trying to help us and was jailed. How could they ain't do anything great by pissing on that girl? You feel me? Like he ain't better the black community by that video.
I think it was just a get back when they find out I think they try to use a voice to like, nah, we gotta get some get back. It can't happen again. Even if it was wrong or not, motherfuckers was. They did a lot of dumb. They did a lot of dumb shit back then. I don't think that shit will fly now.
We use that to get jail-free cards and live around people.
So that's how like Run DMC pulled it off. Like, well, because they were like idolized. So.
No, but this is what you talking about is now. Like, this is the 80s. Like, this wasn't. It wasn't. Niggas didn't idolize fucking rap groups. Nah, not in the 80s. Not Run.
Not as how much they would do now, pretty much, or like.
But rap didn't.
But starts off that way, though. I mean, this is the 80s, though, not the 90s. Until they build up.
Nah, that shit was in its infancy. Like, these niggas is literally, they can't sing. They don't play music. They're not musicians. They just talk on beats. Motherfuckers not taking them that seriously. Like, this is not, niggas didn't worship rappers like that back then, because this is not the 90s when this shit exploded.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers went on TV like that. They wasn't on TV like that back then. You see them when you saw them. You heard about them. You heard they tape. They didn't even sell rap music. They weren't on radio. They didn't play rap on radio. It's too vulgar. It's too aggressive. They
black stations.
They had that.
Tell me, 1860. That 9 time period ain't gonna be that. I mean,
nah, they didn't play no rap music. They didn't play rap.
No real violent shit. Their hip hop shit was like, oh, walk to the store with throw my gang.
You saying that now?
Everybody go hang. He's talking about 1860.
They were like, when it was like that, it was kind of like that for like those songs. Like, they did have limited play, but like it wasn't until like stuff like NWA came out where like they started doing that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree there'll be a lot of play time, but it definitely ain't no reason of it was
bro. You talking about now the shit you talking about in the lens of now. Like, niggas, they literally smoke on dead people now. The ashes of their fallen enemies and rap songs.
Back
then they talk about fucking the hood in an upbeat type of fashion. But that side of America wasn't exposed at all. Like, at all. Like, none of those movies came out. None of the music came out. You literally don't see none of this shit. You may see a little bit of blaxploitation movies, but literally that's only pimps and fucking crime dramas. That side of America wasn't even exposed. So the fact that they even an inkling of they letting that shit out and it's getting to their fucking children, fuck no, they're not playing that shit. I'm not about to have my fucking son Billy or my daughter hear the type of nigga shit y'all talking about. You crazy? They play hip hop for like an hour a week on the weekends at like 11 at night or some shit. But it was only in like Virginia, I think LA, North Carolina, and DC. It was small cities where fucking niggas live. It wasn't all through America.
1 or 2 stations or some shit. I mean, heavy.
They didn't have a station. It was on an R&B station.
Like big nationwide like stations and stuff. Most of them didn't carry that until like a little bit later, because like back then it wasn't like how it is now, where it's like satellite radio or like things like that. There was like a couple big national syndicated radio shows that are usually hosted by other stations or like one or two big massive companies. But like, say if you were like in New York, for example, and you listen to like a particularly local radio station, they will play that shit all the time. Like they did that like everywhere, like LA, New York. Like that's how most of the like especially like rappers like NWA and all of them got started, because they played on local stations.
But NWA and all that is 5 years after this shit happened.
Yeah, after
like,
DMC.
There's no reason. There's no reason for them to play that, because
I know a lot about the music industry. I won't fake on that. I mean,
but it's not even the music industry.
Most of them had to like do like live like shows back then, like that to get known. So,
yeah,
it wasn't even that. It's like niggas. It's there's no money behind it. Like, they're not making no money out of it, so there's no reason for them to do it. Like, literally no reason. Why would we play this shit?
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, they weren't getting money from that. They had to do their own concerts, basically.
Yeah, all that shit, they like local neighborhood kids. All that shit, they have influences, but it's this niche community that nobody really gives a fuck about. It's almost like how the punk community was in the 60s in London. It's like where the fuck is this weird ass sounding music? And who the fuck are these weird ass like street niggas?
Yeah,
Rap like
rock stuff for the double music.
but it's almost like we push it aside because we're not trying to expose our kids to this shit. That's basically all it was. We don't want to hear none of this shit. So the fact that they almost adopted this one brand and put it in a song and the shit blew up and it made the stock in that company go up crazy. Like just because these niggas wore it. And it's not they just niggas who happen to but they were like niggas who happen to rap. They wasn't rappers. They wasn't like fucking the baby. Like and they were just niggas who make music. It wasn't like how like all them old movies where like rockers be working in their fucking Starbucks.
They're like 2 days indie rappers who haven't made it big and trying to become something. They're nobody right now.
It's not even that.
Soulja Boy was when he came out with the Soulja Boy song. Before that, I knew what the fuck he was. But hey, it's a country song.
It's not even that because the genre only existed for 3 years.
I mean, what do you say about the song though? I mean,
but the moment was so fucking strong that like I'm saying that moment was so strong that niggas had the influences so strong that they made Adidas pop. And Adidas wasn't I think I seen like magazines, it was like $40 or something like that. It wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't expensive.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, but yeah.
But the fact that they like I don't know, they had enough influences to make some shit cool and make an actual corporation profit off of it. People can just repeat that formula. Not saying just go to a concert, hold your shoes in there, but like, whatever we put stock in, we can make it pop however much it costs. The fact that we like running behind whatever the fuck is hot and out of our price range, or that really had nothing to do with us, is like dumb to me. Like, I think Saint Laurent and some Gucci shit look cool, but it's like if fucking Kanye never wore it, that shit wouldn't look cool. It's literally millions of fucking old ass European brands. It's not just those.
You're right.
Yeah.
If we were able to convince LeBron James to be on TV for 10 seconds eating a special brand of spaghetti that we advertise, we would be a millionaire. I'm saying,
it's like
how cheap that spaghetti, that food could be probably made out of cardboard and cheese. Who would still be behind that shit?
But it's like, it's not even. But we chase out some shit we can do ourselves. That's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm getting that for you. You got the right advertisement and great plan. I mean, you can sell anything. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we can sell everything, but there's just like no point of breaking necks to fucking get. If it's like a trophy to you, if it's a trophy to you, then get your fucking trophy, get your rocks off, do it, whatever you want. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but it's like, nigga, we trying to keep up with motherfuckers who trying to look like us, and just like, nigga, what the like, what? But it's just a fucking a snake eating its tail. Like, where are we going with this shit?
Good analogy, but yeah.
Fucking weird.
Anything you would say? Oh my god.
But wait, yeah. But the celebrity shit is kind of out of hand because niggas, the biggest celebrity is probably Kim Kardashian, and people rearrange their face to look like her.
Yeah, they rearrange their whole bodies. Like
niggas, the girls wasn't born looking like
her other mother.
No, she doesn't. She looks like how she looks like how she was designed.
He made a statement saying everybody trying to look at her, look like her. Actually, I know. Look at her other father or other mother. That was a joke I made. Look at TV.
She the mother. She the mother of all this shit.
I need some shit with some wop in it.
She the mother. She the mother of all this shit. I was like, damn, this shit kind of weird. Like the celebrity got so much pull in a lot of shit, and it's just like, I guess I don't know. If we don't see celebrities like that out here. But I can only imagine because any celebrities, you just like
we'll see them from time to time, but it's like weird. Like, why are you here? More of a thing. It's
only celebrities I see is like niggas who used to live here.
Yeah,
but niggas live now and then. But also, I would say he on great count. I'm just saying, not to me.
He said, everybody's seen this.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I see it at IHOP. It's hilarious. Like I saw
exactly what I saw.
Yeah,
exactly what I saw. He loves IHOP. But
I feel like this nigga bends my kids. Well, my mom sees this nigga all the time.
Yeah, he
like,
randomly cussed out a fucking IHOP waiter for no reason.
He said what?
He randomly cussed out this IHOP server one reason. Like that was like the first time I was like, why? Like this was like in the middle of the night. The dude was like, he says hi.
He told him that he was just a friend.
Yeah, the nigga was like, say, what did he say? He was like, how was? He's like, I just want some scrambled eggs and bacon. This nigga started beatboxing for no reason. And the server was like, do you like cheese on your eggs? And he was like, yeah, I want cheese and he want scrambled. He said, you little, and then the nigga walked away, and then Biz Marquis was like, you little pencil dick ass motherfucker. I was like, what? I was like, what? Like, what?
You said, you had a bad day, Mr. Marquis.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen random celebrities like hell, the infamous Shy Glizzy sightings. We seen him twice. Then fucking I saw Kevin Durant at my old job when I worked at a bar. I talked to him.
KD was at the gym across street from my house.
Yeah, and then what was that?
Before I quit my job at Burger King, someone told me that they saw not Nikki. We go nasty outside.
I thought you were about to say Nikki.
They all
same day. She lost her
job. But these people all used to live here.
Yeah.
They used to all live like in a 30-minute radius of like each other.
Exactly.
They just come back. It's not like we saw
right now. Also know somebody new we call it Zan Man.
Kevin Durant like lived in Seat.
Yes, Zan Man just got famous.
I just said I know you don't count. He even started off with that. I'm such a saying.
Zan Man too. He came in the store with like a bunch of with like 4 niggas.
Oh, you saw the nigga?
Yeah, I saw it. I had to tell this nigga some. I forgot some shit.
Oh yeah, I also saw literally fucking Wale come in.
I'm talking about like if we see Britney Spears or somebody walking around this motherfucker.
Oh my
god,
like, it's Britney Spears. Like that shit would be amazing.
We don't see fucking them type of celebrities don't come back home. The niggas we talking about all niggas who like
you're still home.
Yeah.
We haven't home yet.
We've been waiting for you.
It's not crazy. It's not like I see Cute Fool. Like all these niggas, they just like here. Like it's not really. Oh my god, it's Ricky Martin or some shit like that.
That would have been okay. Ricky
Martin. I definitely just say I wasn't sicing him, my nigga. I definitely just say I was.
No, I'm not saying sicing, but it's like people who live in like towns where they see celebrities all the time. I think like motherfuckers who live in LA and they actually can feel Kim Kardashian's influence. It'd be a little different. I don't know. If I don't like search for it or cut on my TV, I'm not gonna hear anything about none of them.
Yeah.
But if I live out there, I'm going to hear a bunch of shit about it.
Well, that's for everybody. I think just absorb themselves more in their lives. Like, I mean, you're just pretty concerned. Like, let's put it this way: if you have a show you're really interested in, you're gonna be really absorbing that show. You're gonna be looking up like reviews about that show. You're gonna be keeping up to date about what happened. Maybe looking at people's responses and shit. That's how everybody is. Like how everybody had their own particular artists. Like everybody had their own particular political stance. Just other people have stronger and more obsessive opinions, and that's how I think it is. Some people just think strongly about that shit. Some people don't think strongly about it.
Before I watched politics, I still heard a lot about Trump. And I think if I live in fucking
are you somebody who would kill somebody for wearing a Trump hat?
No, I didn't give a fuck.
Who will? That's a problem. I'm saying, everybody just have their own views, different levels of that shit.
Yeah.
But because I live near where tourists come, because I live where tourists come to show they worship, I'm going to hear about whatever the fuck happens downtown.
Yeah.
But if I lived in fucking Wyoming or some shit, I would never. If I own a TV, I'm never going to hear about this motherfucker or none of this shit.
Yeah, it's like because of like our location, you're bound to hear like some shit about that or politics. Same thing, basically like going back to like the LA shit. Like if you live in LA or Hollywood or some bullshit ass place like that, you're gonna hear a celebrity like, oh, did you know? Like I don't know, Mia Farrow went to like this fucking diner like earlier today or some like dumb shit like that. I'm like,
you gonna see like, oh my god, Selena Gomez was beating somebody up in Denny's or some shit. Like you gonna hear about
said beating somebody off.
Selena Gomez.
I would like to see that. That'd be funny as shit. I would like to watch that in person.
Wait,
I have no idea. I don't even know what Selena Gomez looked like before I saw that Kid Cudi video.
Yeah.
It be like superstar. It be superstar celebrities. I have no clue who the fuck they are. But these motherfuckers are. They like
it's the same thing. It'll be like they'll name them, and then like I don't know who they are. They'll say, "Oh, they started out on this kids show." I was like, I've heard of the kids show. I never watched it, but like.
But it's not like nigga be like, well, you don't know who this is. We all know who this is. Like, nah, it's none of that shit. It's none of that. We don't like if you live in like fucking Atlanta or LA or somewhere, you're gonna see a lot of famous people. It'd be like that. But like, nigga,
yeah,
we're gonna see.
I got an old friend that said she could see T.I.'s house or where she lived or some bullshit. But you live in that fucking project apartment. I fuck with that house, bro. Yeah, she was just like, you know, like almost a castle, like bitch car mansion. Oh, castle. I know you have that castle.
He's so beautiful.
He just did that shit himself.
You spaz on her like that?
Yeah.
Not the bitch part, but yeah. Everything else probably almost word for word.
You simpleton.
He's simpleton.
Are you an imbecile? Like fucking Vegeta and shit. Are you an imbecile?
How mad would you be if someone called you a knave?
What the fuck is that?
It's basically the same thing. It's the same thing.
That World of Warcraft?
No.
Knave.
I'm out the way, you knave.
What is that? World of Warcraft shit?
No. What? Why would that?
You know shit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure people call
like
each other names in World of Warcraft. I mean,
that's like some low level ass start. That's like some low level ass. You not shit ass playable character.
Yeah.
Knave.
That's basically what it is. Like, I guess you love a pawn or a flunky. Some shit like that. Someone who probably would live in Fleet Bottom if you ever seen Game of Thrones. You probably would have been one of those niggas.
That's Game of Thrones.
What is the origin of this word?
Knave. That I don't know, probably like some mid 12th century bullshit where someone's like, pick it up, you knave, and then someone's like, what? And then they started a fucking fight off that, and the word blew up.
I wonder in the 12th century when they first started using cuss words. What are the cuss words that didn't make it?
No, they had cuss words existed long since then. Like there's been so many variations. It is that most of the old variations didn't exist, but you know there was stuff like shit and fuck and all this other stuff, but like different languages and whatnot, and it eventually boiled down to this. Like I don't think there was ancient Roman with some like deep ass like northern British accent saying "you fucking cunt."
While it's acceptable to say that almost in England, UK areas, it's almost like one of the most disgusting, or I guess what do you call it, like the most derogatory terms to use in America, in their opinion.
Yeah, but like in Britain and England, it's like casual there. But yeah, you be like, you fucking
they call him a bitch or a hoe.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so funny. Like, I love it when they say like you fucking cunt. Like I can't even do it.
I just
looked up what knave means. A knave is a dishonest or unscrupulous man.
I thought you were about to say
I mean a jack of all cards. A jack. Oh wait, another term for jack in cards. So apparently a jack is called a knave in spades.
So if I call you a knave, Philip, would you be offended?
Yeah.
I say you're an unscrupulous person.
Scrupulous.
I don't know what that means.
The scrupulous cunt.
What's the actual definition
of an unscrupulous cunt?
Unscrupulous.
Oh, it basically like untrustworthy.
I see it. It says having or showing no moral principles, not honest or fair. We talk about Charles here.
Yeah.
Name
drop. The cat's out of the bag.
Shots fired.
You know Charles. Everybody here know Charles. Even the cats know Charles. You never heard of Charles. He never spoke before, but yeah.
Charles abandoned us.
Yeah. Yeah, like let's clear this out. Charles has abandoned us. Philip, like during a powwow session over the weekend, sexually and physically and psychologically intimidated him. And
ignore all that. I told that nigga to carry his weight. He said, but it's too much.
We talked to Charles. We talked to Charles and about an improvement meeting for the podcast, and he didn't give him. he didn't really give too much of fucks or have an opinion about it, and then got chewed out.
Besides agreeing with everything he said.
And he's still in that thumbnail. He's on the far right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see how long that lasts.
We're probably like, if he doesn't like come back with because we got open arms here. If he doesn't come back by
I guess I asked him who he is. He's the dude you haven't heard episode 2.
Yeah, we're gonna
you could say he's acting sort of a scrupulous cunt.
Yeah. Hashtag watch the show, Funland.
Hashtag scrupulous cunt.
Yeah. those do that because they like someone will text it to celebrity and then somehow they'll trace it back here and then they're gonna start bullying me and I don't want that to
They're gonna fucking call Ashton Kutcher.
They're gonna call he's gonna reply like, why me? Like,
we're gonna have to do a celebrity boxing match with a couple of TikTok niggas.
Oh my
fucking God. Scrupulous.
I'm not.
You know who you talking? You know when you say. You remember you were saying celebrities got too much stock. Too much like influence.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the most. I feel like this is the most like the most I think since entertainment or television has started, this is the most we see any celebrities, and it's kind of you kind of see how uncool people are.
Yeah, it's because
you really can see
everyone can reach out and touch me. Things like before, before when you only saw them in movies or TV shows, you only hear about them on like TV interviews or magazine interviews or some dumb shit like that. But now, you since you got Instagram, Snapchat, you can follow their daily life or do whatever bullshit.
But you can really see the inner thoughts of the dumb shit they think about and say all day. Like you could never fucking. We have no idea what fuck, I can't think of his name. Damn, I lost my train of thought.
Coltrane?
No.
I agree though, because like their life all out in the open now and shit. Like there'll be telling cases about how some of them might get hurt with their girlfriend and shit, or how someone got done on drug charges, like got caught on the way to the studio. Like you were really watching their life for you know all that shit. Like you followed them to the studio, my nigga, you ain't gonna find their entourage. Like, how do you find out? How you know they got a drug charge? Like did you snitch, my nigga? You should know a whole lot to the story.
We know the innermost thoughts though.
Out of jail.
We know the innermost thoughts though. That shit is weird.
Yeah.
I'm getting that. You got too personal. But you know the niggas is whole life story be scaring niggas. Like
yeah, but it takes out the mystique of like, oh shit, he a celebrity. I wonder what he does on a day-to-day basis. You tell he doesn't like.
You already know. You fucking
yeah, but it's almost like it's like they did like the nigga in class who say stupid corny ass jokes to be funny. It was like, fuck out of here, nigga. That's how celebrities are.
Also,
it was like
I didn't mean to say Coltrane. I meant to say
Trigger. I'm joking.
Like we never would know what Marlon Brando was thinking on a day to day.
Yeah.
Or he had to say this. Like, no, you have to represent. Like, bruh, nigga, I make movies. I don't have to say shit. People don't even know who I really am. Like, niggas don't know who you really are. They know you for being on the screen or making music or whatever the fuck. And we know you were this for this cause or you fucking march. But like, nigga, we really don't know who people are. A lot of people, real personality is creeping through social media, and they find out of like
that's how everybody know every single thing about Kanye West now. He was a mystery before, but now everybody know everybody's mental health, his mother, all that shit. At first, he was a misunderstood or random fucking rapper.
Some of that shit, I don't even think it's. I think he got a good team. Cause some of that shit I don't even believe. Most of that shit I don't even believe.
Oh no, I fuck with Kanye West still.
No, I fuck with Kanye. He's so rich. He's so rich. He can pay such a good team.
Yeah.
Like nigga, I believe when I see it. I don't have to buy in. Of like, Kanye, opened up his own church, but the mental health aspect, he making clothes for 5 to feature. I was like, all right, that's cool. But I don't know what the fuck this nigga's actually like. I know he has a great on-screen personality. At the end of the day,
everybody thought Tom Cruise was cool until people
niggas love
told
Trump for years.
And shit.
Niggas love Trump for years.
Somebody didn't brush their teeth. I don't know who it was. Somebody made Trump didn't brush their teeth and on the actual scene and shit.
This nigga Trump was big. This nigga Trump was big charming up until 2015. He was big charming. This nigga was like, oh my god, he's so charming, he's so rich, he get all the bitches. Then they found out this nigga animal stuff. This nigga, the whole time we knew this motherfucker. They knew this nigga way before we was born. No one said he said was on his mind. Like, when the fuck did that come in? What has he not did that shit the whole time? This nigga was on TV, right?
He was in a movie with Bo Derek.
Bo Derek.
He went on a date with her in a movie. What was the movie called? Ghost Can't Do It. Don't ask me how I remembered that, but like, yeah.
Didn't Bo Derek go with Shaft?
I
wonder who was knocking off Bo Derek back in the. Oh, she was married back in the day.
Yeah, she basically caused her husband John Derek to break up with his wife because he started an affair with her on like the first movie they did with each other, and she was like 16 at the time. And the first movie he did starring her, what was it called? 10. That whole movie was basically like the whole plot of that movie was the same thing that happened to John Derek in real life, where he meets this younger girl, starts dating her, and cheating on his wife with her. And I was like, why did this nigga do that? Like, the fuck is wrong with you?
So titties was out?
Yes, but luckily she was 18 at the time. Every movie she did with her fucking husband at the time had her titties out at one point.
That's crazy. Why she such an icon?
Shout out to Bo Derek.
Why she such an icon? Because of cornrows?
Lord, actually yes, but like we're gonna.
That's my introduction to her. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, that he got box braids. What the
like
fuck?
Soon, Philip will do a review on like Bo Derek's hit film Bolero, and we'll hear Philip's take on that.
I want to search for the cat. I'm a coochie scout. But yeah. But yeah, celebrities got a lot of stock and shit, but it's like we never knew what Bo Derek was thinking back then or what the fuck she did. We just know what tabloids say, and that's really like the point of reference. Everything we have it now, we really can see what motherfuckers really be on because it's a camera in every block. So if someone mysteriously hit a jaywalker and it's got the fuck, we're gonna hear about it. Back then, they may have got away with it. Yeah. Or back then, if somebody just spit in an old lady's, if then somebody do some fucking obscene crime, I don't know.
A fucking band or some shit.
Yeah.
Someone, I thought that bitch was ugly. Like, what happened? I forgot who it was. I think it might have been Chris Brown or somebody a good while ago. Or one of those rappers or people who sang. It said something about basically he don't date or talk to dark skin or light skinned girls or some shit. It was a whole fucking rant about that shit. And I'm thinking to myself, it was Chris Brown or Trey. I don't think it was Trey Songz. It was one of these rappers.
I think it was Chris Brown.
Yeah, he said some shit like he don't date like dark skinned girls or some shit. I don't think he originally mentioned it like for real be a dick. I think he was his own personal opinion. Like, personally, I don't date dark skinned girls. Like, it might kind of rude the hell of other people, but it's honest opinion. Some people don't date like I might date. Some people don't date thick girls. Some people don't date skinny girls. They go further than them. But girls are like going on like, oh, you don't like black women because you don't like dark skinned women. Now, he ain't saying anything like you like black women. He's saying you don't like dark skinned women. You just your friend.
If you say anything negative about women preference, you're going to lose in the media. I don't know why the fuck he asked that question.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say anything negative about it. If you say literally anything, I don't like bitches with fucking...
He should have just promoted his song with T-Pain.
I don't like bitches with lace fronts or some shit. I don't like bitches who wear the color pink. Like, what do you mean?
I don't like bitches with fuzzy flip-flops.
He said you don't like bitches with dicks.
What? Where the fuck are you going with this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm fucking with you basically. You basically saying all women. I mean, men think they women too. So I mean, in that case, they'll be outraged too.
Chicks.
So in that case, I thought that's wow. I mean, you lose regardless what you basically tell them.
I don't like dicks, girls with dicks.
Like, that's a lose-lose situation you telling me.
That's hilarious.
I actually had situations like that in real life. I told my sister, mom about that. They told me I was a dick.
Wait, what?
I was a mean person, not like this. I might give you an example. But basically, it had an opinion where it was a coworker a long time ago. He had personally acted out the random like, "Hey, you think I'm attractive?" And my response to her was like, "I mean, yeah, you look good." But I said, "Yeah, I think you look good." But I also added because she was asking me personally, right? So when I edit, yes, you look good. I also edit. I personally don't date bigger girls. Like, you know, like, punch your eye with it. But you are killing. You know, like, and the girl upset with that shit. Or after all that rest of that day, she was upset. But in my opinion, one, you don't want to know.
Let me hear
And
this
two,
one more
you
time,
ain't telling
Philip.
you like me or ain't why you upset.
No, Philip,
Like,
wait. Let me make sure I got this straight. So the girl asked you if you thought she was attractive, and you were like, yeah. But then you right afterwards you added on top of that, but I personally don't like thicker girls.
I said like I wouldn't date like thicker girls. Like you are personally speaking, you're attractive. But I was saying like in my own general opinion, like if I was just going out, like that's how I put it. If I was personally going out looking for a girl, right?
Yeah.
I just personally wouldn't go after a thicker girl. So that's how I was explaining it. So I was saying, so yeah, you actually have to look pretty, but normally, in opinion, I wouldn't normally go after a thicker girl, but yes, you do have to look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying, personally speaking, I wouldn't date her or talk to her if she had asked me. I said, normally would have been my preference, but you do look good. That's all. That's how I meant it. But I mean, I guess she took it as I definitely don't like you, but hey, you look okay. But that's how I meant it. I just said that person, I don't date thick girls. Like I told her girl, I could go on a date that same shit. You feel me? She didn't take it as an insult. I was go on a date still. So, I mean, people take shit how they take it.
So
I had a cousin actually that shit too. That was awkward. Her feelings too. So I'm saying it just happens like that. If you don't want an answer that might hurt your feelings, I feel like you should not ask a question that may hurt your feelings.
At least you're
Are you
honest.
feeling me? That's the problem. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. You ain't got to lie to kick. You ain't got to lie to kick it with Philip.
that's a problem. I'm gonna lie. That sound like you fucking cheating on her and your wife.
I'm not going to want you. We're just very serious. I'm just saying. I'm honest. Maybe honest not the word. I'm trying to say I'm blunt. Like I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If someone asks me, "Hey, do you like this?" I'm gonna tell you the truth. You feel me? I'm not gonna say, "Oh, it's all right. Oh, it's nice to go on Tuesday." I would say something like, "Oh, it's cool," but you know, personally, I don't like that color. Like, for me, it's the truth.
At least you're upfront. That's the thing.
Shoes, I think it looks ugly as fuck, but I see the person wearing it. No, they rocking it pretty nicely. But I know damn well I wouldn't be wearing that shit. But don't get me wrong, it looks nice on them wearing it. You feel me? Just certain shit don't look for me. That's all it's coming down to.
At least you say you're not blunt.
Yeah.
I mean, not like.
No pun intended.
Hell, bitch, are you crazy? He's not saying it like an asshole. Hell no.
Yeah, at least.
I mean, my man,
at least you know over time.
Opportunity, but yeah.
But they can't say it.
But
they really can't say it. Yeah, if you say it to, I don't know. That is how women are.
Hey, wait, like, fella, if Kim Kardashian came up to you, like, say right now, like, she's single now, she's back on the market. Don't sue us, Kanye West, but she's basically like, what if she like, for some weird reason, you guys just started talking. I don't know how, I don't know where, you just do, and she asked you the same thing. What would you say?
It's Kim Kardashian. I'm gonna say the same. What I'm gonna say is be based off what Clint told me. I'm an opportunist. So if she asks me if I like her, I'm gonna tell her, yeah, cool, I can fuck with you.
I can fuck with you.
You feel me? But I mean, I'm not gonna tell her no. She got money, but I mean,
yeah. Philip need that
Oh man, I really
superpower.
like you. I'm just not dumb. I'm not going to pass up a good opportunity.
Exactly. You need
Now,
that.
if
You need
I'm
that.
like that, she ain't got no money right now. Probably not.
Yeah, fuck
But I
that.
mean,
She
she
need
still got
to
money.
get
Yeah.
money.
What if you gotta do weird shit to lock her in?
Yeah.
Like she was
Who
like, yeah,
hasn't?
She
Everybody she with do
like
some weird
she
shit.
like she forces you to like lick her
have
feet.
sex with security guards.
Okay, I said it at PG level. I was at PG level. That was straight. That was straight pornographic.
Like, how far you want that? I got bad you want that money.
That's what you said.
I said, how bad you want that money? You gonna have to do all kind of weird shit. Hey, I wanna
maybe get married. That's the only thing I'm about to do. That's the only thing I would do for.
I want to have Bruce record you taking a bubble bath. I want to have my security record you taking a bubble bath. Excuse me.
I can take a bubble bath for myself. Yeah, sure. That's a real easy bet.
I ain't gonna let him record you taking a bubble bath.
Yeah, as long as she ain't gonna show it to nobody.
I say her security guard record you.
As long as a female security guard.
What the fuck have you seen a female security guard?
Hire any security guard. I hired a security guard that day. She ain't specified.
If you was a celebrity, would you want a female security guard protecting your life?
Yeah, I guess.
If I feel like if we was like on Vlad, it would be snippet.
Yeah.
If you was a celebrity, would you want a female security guard protecting your life?
Hot takes from Philip.
Yes.
Wait, what? Nigga, you gonna die.
Unless you, well, technically, Muammar Gaddafi, he actually had like an all-female bodyguard unit, but they were basically supermodels with like AKs. So it's kind of hilarious.
What country is that?
I'll get me a body. If I got me a body,
it ain't. He's dead now, so I like somebody they ain't really help him. So
niggas dead.
So actually that goes against the argument because he is dead, so they didn't protect.
Yeah. He's dead, and we in America. If it's a bunch of badass supermodel security guards, they
a lot of females whoop niggas ass. I don't put it past them.
Yeah, like
anybody can get dropped with guns. I mean, make sure she has good aim.
Yeah,
but what happened when she lose that gun?
Yeah, because like you're gonna be seeing kids of America.
It's going to be.
I'm gonna be a Chicago drill rapper after that. I'll be
a Chicago drill rapper.
She drop. I'm gonna drop the nigga who drop her. Gang.
That's hard, nigga. That's not your fucking loved one. Well, fuck that bitch. She's not good at her job. I'm not about to fucking shoot somebody because she's not. The only reason she my security guard.
Still shooting, nigga. I'll protect myself still.
How the fuck you gonna drop? How you gonna drop a SWAT team of niggas trying to rob you of whatever
it
kind of?
It ain't gonna be like the ending of Spring Breakers.
What you want me to do? Just sit there and shot in the head? I'm gonna fight back, my nigga. If I'm getting jumped by a regular nigga right now, I'm gonna still fight back.
Why would a nigga shoot somebody then continue to fight you?
No. I didn't say like a fist fight. I'm just saying in general, I would fight back, like fight him off, my nigga. I'm not gonna sit there. Yeah. I bet he said I'm gonna be a little push nigga sitting there taking my L. That's all I'm saying.
It'll be like one of those DBZ fights.
DBZ, bro.
You guys are gonna both teleport in the air and start doing like.
Yeah, like how
I'll be in 9.5 few seconds before I black out from the blood loss. They'll be DBZ fights in real life.
What about that girl who was on Kick Ass 2?
That's a frame dream skit. Huh?
It was like a team. If it was like a team of them, I'd be like, yeah. But it'd be like, it'd be some bitches. It'd be like, man.
I'll have me a team of bitches. I have me my Black Panther shit. All to be in line to get married to.
This is all in America, so I don't see bitches doing that. Be honest. Yeah, fuck that. I have to go against. I have to go against niggas who have strategically planned out a plan to rob a celebrity, and all I got is bitches who got nightsticks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna word it to you in a way that I forgot who said this, but the saying goes, right? If someone wants you dead, you're gonna die. I don't know how I explain that. So I mean, truthfully speaking, no matter how good your security is, if someone wants you dead bad enough, you're gonna. There's nothing they can do.
6ix9ine.
That's how I put it. So I mean, so truthfully speaking, the only thing you really do is try not to be hated that much.
Nah, niggas gonna hate you just because.
You're right, but it might not be someone hate you that much. You feel me?
What is the metric?
Joe might have John Smith Wilkes hate you, or what about John Wilkes Booth hate you, or anything?
Yeah.
That nigga was like,
they might Columbine hate you. They might like Church Fire hate you. You feel me? But I mean, they might just hate me or hate you. Yeah, I can take that shit.
I think if they hate you, they hate you. You don't hate somebody a little bit.
Nigga.
You just dislike a nigga.
Not everybody who hates somebody has made a successful attempt for someone's life, though.
Like, I'm saying. I suggest you watch out for Charles then, Philip.
He's some shit.
I know. I already feel that shit.
If that nigga hates you that much, and he hates you,
I don't know if he hate me or fear me. I'm confused.
If they fear you, they'll kill somebody regardless. They hate dictators.
Yeah.
You're right. They always die. That's the point I'm getting at. So I mean, they hate you enough, you die, but guess what? It took them a while. So it took a while for someone to hate him enough to say, you know what? I'm willing to risk my life and die for this to kill this nigga. I feel that's the only way you almost guaranteed to be successful. You're willing to kill yourself in the process, you know you're gonna make it because there ain't gonna be nothing gonna stop you. Ain't nothing you getting it. You already plan on dying. Now you ain't going in that mission plan on offering yourself or dying in the process. You probably gonna quit halfway through. You be like, damn, this guy gun me. I won't get shot. You know what? You got it. You feel me? Like,
nigga. No, you a half-ass. If I'm hated by some half-ass niggas like that, I'll be alright.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, this nigga like, what the fuck, nigga? You
the world is full of half-ass haters.
But But what about the
people? You might have known it. There's probably people hate on you in high school. You're not dead right now. People hate on me in high school. I know that for a fact. I'm not dead.
Yeah, hate on and two different shit. If niggas really hated me, I'm not a fucking.
You're making my point. I'm not sure if you realize that.
I'm talking about hate. Like, nigga, I hate this nigga. You will burn.
That is my point. It's not. You will burn in the person. That is a special bond. It's not a good bond. But it's a special bond for someone to actually hate you like that. Like, not every single person has the same level of hate. You gotta be at a level of hate. Like, you like, I gotta be some strong shit.
I think
you took my bitch or something. Or me, my bitch in the car listening to Chris Brown. We gotta crash Shanks survive. I gotta breast get this nigga now. Like,
that just means he don't fuck with you. That means you don't fuck with him. Hate on was like, nigga,
I mean, niggas hate on niggas who aren't rich. And they get home and they get killed or murdered for nothing. I know what I'm saying. Like, it ain't no money. That's what I'm saying. Like,
hate on ain't really shit. Somebody hates you, that means I'll be good if this person's not here anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of people feel that way. They don't kill them though. They just play Call of Duty and go back to sleep.
Yeah,
like, they don't hate them.
Yeah,
Call of Duty or play
like, I think it's like one of those things where there's like, you know, different levels of it. If you hate someone, it's like, oh, I just don't fuck with them. Like, yeah, you just go back to Call of Duty. If you hate them and have like some morbid fascination of trying to kill them, that's just
you already were unstable to begin with, man. Like, don't be wrong.
But niggas,
I was in school when I hated people too. I wanted to fuck people up too. But you know what? I was smart enough to know, you know what? If I went to do that, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to jail. They might retaliate. They might fuck me up. Then they might not, help myself and I'm the murder victim. I mean, those are things that rational people normally think of. You feel me? So you're not, you feel me? So you're not thinking that shit. Yeah, you're right. But you feel me? I'm the same nigga who got bagged by some cops and some shit. And all I was doing was smoking weed. They didn't even catch it with the weed. It's on somebody else's property using somebody's recycling bin and sit on some shit. They were like, hey, we could call the cops or some shit. No, they said we could call the cops. We got to take you to jail and call your parents. Or we can tase you. And it was like me and four other people. As soon as they said that, I raised my hand and said, tase me. Like, you feel me? I knew the consequences. I'd rather you tase me than me get home and my parents stretch me the fuck out. I'd rather get tased than my parents. I weigh the fucking consequences on me.
I'm not banking
So
on.
people,
I'm not banking on that people have a moral compass that I can fall back on. Because niggas is.
I mean, I'm not thinking that everybody don't have one. I mean, I'm not gonna say everybody do.
First thing you thinking of is people probably. First I'm thinking people probably don't until they prove me wrong.
Let me tell you this. I mean, do you think I'm a serial killer?
Huh?
I mean, I got a conscience, right?
You prove me wrong.
I'm for real.
You know the funny part? I'm not even gonna lie, Philip. It was like earlier, like last week, I mentioned this in passing, but I was like, what if Philip is a serial killer and we just don't know about it?
You actually said that?
I just said it in passing. I don't even remember what we were talking about. I just said it in passing.
You're talking about being a serial killer.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Let me go ahead and put your suspicions away. I am not a serial killer.
Yeah, you're not. You're definitely not. You're way too kind-hearted. You have the heart of gold.
This nigga, like you in a fucking
myself being caught being a victim before
like
that.
in a third world country.
Like the head of a third world country.
You're like a head of a militia in a third world country nobody knows about.
While we
yeah, you just fucking
like Huey Freeman.
Yeah,
you take off his shirt one day. You got hella dashes from all the bodies you caught.
Yeah,
like whoa, this nigga got his whole back.
What would I be?
I have niggas put in work.
What would I be?
I can see you being a team.
You will be the secretary.
I can see you being a pimp. You like a pimp named Slickback.
What?
You'd be a dictator secretary.
Why the fuck would I be?
Yeah, you'd be a pimp.
So what? He basically tells me what to do, and I'd be like, all right, just go kill those people over there. That what you saying?
You write down. You write down.
You'll be higher right than that. You'll probably be the one telling niggas what to do for me, and then I'll probably come to you and telling you like, why the fuck Pablo killed that nigga on the job? It would be a clean getaway. Like, I don't know. I'm like, well, since
and then I secretly plot to overthrow you.
So he be the house slave.
No. He's the second man in charge. He's like he's the boss under the boss. He's the boss.
So basically, he's your Jillian to your Alex.
What? I don't know who you just say Jillian? What?
Nigga, Mr. Jillian.
I don't know either of those people.
Workaholics reference.
He's a Sebastian to my seal without the game. He says.
What?
Right,
Sebastian to my seal.
That nigga, you definitely is nigga Jillian. I think of.
Who is Jillian?
You never watched Workaholic. That show's fucking amazing. That was like one of the last good shows on fucking Comedy Central before they fucked it away.
Never heard of it.
A lot of people
they ain't fucked it up. They fucked it away.
Yeah. They replaced it with bullshit ass late night talk shows that do absolutely nothing but talk just bullshit. Like basically Trevor Noah levels of bullshit that no one gives a fuck about. And yet Comedy Central still exists. I swear South Park is really carrying that network. I don't know what the fucking ratings are, but it seems like South Park is really carrying.
South Park is on literally all the time.
They still have new episodes.
Yeah.
No, it just reruns all day. I don't know if that reruns.
It's still going. Like they still got new episodes that are released. It has.
I've been wanting to catch up on that.
That shit's on TV literally all day.
Over the wild episodes. Like, they have good episodes. Like, the show's funny. But then they have shows that make me think to myself, why are they allowed this on TV? And then I also think to myself, what's wrong with me for sometimes enjoying this show? Because some shows make me think to myself, the fuck is wrong with me? That's just not funny.
Maybe just a bad person.
Yeah.
That's how I be feeling. That episode where they talk about Jesus, that episode they had God come down or something. I think to myself, they are going to hell. I was watching.
So you saying if God comes down and check your browser history?
Don't say that. I was laughing.
I do definitely look at me like that's how you thought I look like, nigga.
Wait, Philip, hang on. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this in the chat. When they show shit like this, if I put it in the chat, like Hang on, let me show the viewers at home what I put in the chat.
Oh my gosh! You can't. He's white. He's white though. It's not fake news.
You're already good.
That nigga. You a black, I'd be offended.
What?
I'd be offended if it was a black person. I mean, what the fuck are you doing? Oh wait, it's Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Who the fuck cares about him? Like,
apparently everyone loves this nigga. That's the type of celebrity shit. If I live somewhere in a celebrity driven place, I don't know who that was. But I had no clue who that nigga was. So about TMZ
only thing I remember him, I just remember him as Joker in Suicide Squad, and then that's it. I know he's like
what?
That nigga's a part of a band.
Why would you do that? Why would you post that? What's wrong with you?
Philip Moral Compass is kicking in.
Yeah. I would say is this the shit you were talking about?
You don't know you having a conversation with the soulless right now.
Did you just call me the soulless?
That's the soulless. I mean, hey,
you make me sound like a final boss in Kingdom Hearts.
It's all Fireside with Lucifer.
You just called me like the final boss in Kingdom Hearts or some shit. The soulless.
They got eyes glowing and shit and go crazy.
It'll be the boss. The soulless is basically the same thing as a heartless or a nobody. You're what do you do? The pawns in the game? That's even worse.
Yeah.
A scrupulous cunt.
A scrupulous cunt.
Yo, if you put that for the title, I wonder how many clicks it'll get.
A scrupulous cunt.
What the fuck off of a scrupulous cunt? That's just hilarious.
Yeah, we should call this the knave and non-scrupulous cunt.
Oh shit! The battle between the knaves and the scrupulous cunt.
I said,
this girl was saying.
Side note, where's Charles?
Crazy Fast just took us all the way here.
Oh wait, all right, yeah. Actually, let's call this episode right here. We passed the hour 30 mark, lads.
Fucking hilarious.
So again, Philip is a man of many words and many dialects that we love to hear.
Philip said, why do I enjoy South Park? And then made me think, why do I what kind of person am I for liking what kind of person am I liking for South Park?
Y'all don't think that?
Right, South Park is fucking with your guys.
Yeah, a lot.
South Park never fuck with my conscience.
The Tourette's episode, it's a lot of episodes that make me feel like something wrong with me.
You shouldn't watch that show no more.
I don't watch it. I don't watch it.
If you have an inkling of that feeling that comes up, I wouldn't watch the new episodes.
Yeah.
A new episode just talk about fucking Trump and shit, I think.
Nigga, that might be funny still. I'm just saying, just some episodes.
What about do you remember the episode where they went to the fucking rainforest? Where they were part of that. They were part of that fucking singing kids group, getting gay with kids.
Nah, you remember that episode where it was it was a part of NAFTA, the Man and Boy Association, the Man Living Boy Association.
What was that?
It was basically a group of old men who just hanging out with young boys, and they were trying to find out with their friends. Couldn't find out it's a pedophile group.
Yeah, fun fact: that organization actually exists. If you guys don't know that,
I did hear about that after hearing about the episode. Man Bear Pig.
Don't get me wrong. Most of those shows are hilarious. I don't care about most of those shows. They funny. That's all I worry about is a laugh.
Do you care about
Lopez?
In the government shutting move
a hand joint.
You're talking about
basically had Jennifer Lopez hit in the car with his hand.
You talking about?
Then he actually had an argument with the real Jennifer Lopez. He was being racist, talking about I love tacos, and she had a music video talking about taco.
Are you gonna do a cover to that song, Philip?
Wrong.
Do a drill version of that song.
I'm gonna cover to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, only is Jennifer.
Do you think somebody get thrown in jail if they make a drug version of the Star Spangled Banner?
It's ignorant, but it'll be.
Not. It'll be outrage though.
I don't even remember.
I thought they might even go to court, but I don't think they go to jail for freedom of speech.
They put on the drill beat. I really can't remember how the whole shit go. That's kind of fucked up. It's like so much.
But they probably be good. That's at the end of the music video. If they had no to music video, what's your opinion with goth bitches with pentagram nipple piercings?
All right, with that said, let's get Philip's last words because I don't want to hear the answer to that. So, Philip, do you have any last words?
Answer to that. Philip hanging around the most wide variety of group of anybody.
And you're right. I was just thinking about that yesterday.
I think the government trying to shut him down.
Yeah. The hacking connection.
You fall into the matrix.
Yeah. The dark web has got him.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah, what you say?
Huh?
So what you say? You have the most wide variety of friends. Yeah.
Yes. I would think about that myself. That's it. That's how I do it. It works for me. But I'd say you never have a boring life.
All right.
You feel me?
You know what?
You have funny friends. You have gangbangers. You have robbers. You have weed heads. You have smart people.
That's like the whole umbrella of the same group of niggas.
Yeah.
Nah, they're different. They really different.
Jesus Christ, you got Charles.
Yeah.
What did Charles fall in?
Charles is his own category.
It's like
he's basically like that Tom Hanks film. He's in a league of his own.
It's like you're fucking author or some shit.
Oh God! All right.
New mascot for a while.
New mascot.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay. So, do you have any damn last words?
The name of the episode.
His connection is dying more than my soul.
Soulless.
So yeah.
Well, whatever the hell he said, we're ending it on that. So,
Fuck to the Matrix. I don't know if you know
that. We'll see you guys next time.
You sound like a drunk robot.
Now this one is pure niceness.